Hi, everybody. Please pause the video if you need more time to read this disclaimer. Thank you.
I just want to show you what it means to have different percentages for an ROI, for your return on investment, compounded year after year. And the purpose in doing that, the purpose in trying to show you this is, so sometimes, I think everybody naturally understands that, earning 8% returns on your investment is better than 7%, and 9% is better than 8%. It's intuitive, but how much better is it? So one of the great things about using spreadsheets is you can quickly see, in fact, how much better a certain percentage is. And I think the value in understanding what a percentage point what difference 1 percentage point can make, or several percentage points, is to be motivating. It's a motivating thing, right? So if I told you, hey, I'll give you, $20,000 to read this book on personal finance, most people would probably say, fuck yeah, I'll read that, but most people aren't out there reading personal finance books or investment books, and yet if you dedicated your time to read one book per month to self-educate on investing and personal finance, I would say it's within the realm of possibility that after enough years of study and applying yourself to it, you could increase your return on investments by 1%. So, but what does 1% really mean? All right, so now let's get to the spreadsheet. So this model here is great. So basically, when you're looking at financial independence and early retirement, if you model it this way, there's four things you're looking at. So number one is your after-tax earnings. So that's one factor, and we can input that here in this cell. The second factor is your spending, and we input that in that cell. Now, this model doesn't include, annual raises, doesn't include inflation for spending. So it's a simplified model, but we can enhance the model later to include those. But for now, I just want to keep it simple to get the main concept across. So if you have $30K after tax earnings and you spend 28, this cell here, your annual savings contribution, this is just cell B minus cell C, so it's $2,000. Okay, and then I put 0% for your ROI for the first year, because we're assuming that the person is saving and investing at the end of the year. They could invest throughout the year and compound it, monthly or whatever, but we're keeping the model simple. So at the end of the year, they have 2,000. Now the next column, or the next cell in the net worth column at the end of year net worth, is basically, it's going to take the previous year, and it's going to add 7% of that value to, so 2,000 plus 7% of 2,000, which is $140, becomes $2,140, and then it's going to take the annual contribution from that year and add it to make $4,140. So then you see year after year it's doing that same math. So when we look at a person who's invested $2,000 a year at a 7% return, and if for 52 years, and the reason we chose 52 is because 18 to 70 is 52 years. So if they were to retire at 70, we'd be looking at $935 So I don't think that's very exciting. I don't think, I mean, that's a big number, but when you're talking about 52 years of work and coming out with $935,000, it's not too exciting. But keep in mind that 52 years times the $2,000 contribution means that person contributed $104,000 over the course of a lifetime, and they basically increased it by about 9 times. So that's a 7% return. Now, what if they got an 8% return? So if I put 8% in this column, in that cell, they went from 935,000 after 52 years to 1.34 million. Now, that's a difference of roughly $400,000. Okay, so if that person, if by reading one personal finance or one investment book or one self-improvement book or whatever, if that person could go from a lifetime of earning 7% to just increase it by 1%, they would have made $400,000 of difference, right? So I wanted to show you that just to encourage you to study investing, study personal finance, and educate yourself and try and improve your rate of return. The next thing before you go, the next thing I want to show you is something even crazier. Okay, I'm going to put 21% in there. Now let's see what that would do. Oh, it's not showing up there because it's the number's too big, so I got to spread this column a little wider. Okay, so that turned that $104,000 of, by contributing $2,000 annually for 52 years, that's $104,000. If you got 21% return, that would turn it into $192 million after 52 years. So why should you care? 21% sounds pretty outrageous, right? Well, on my next video, I'm going to show you a type of investment, which, spoiler alert, it's cash flow positive rental properties. And I'm going to show you some math in a spreadsheet, and I'm going to use some assumptions that I think you will agree are, pretty historically average as far as returns on things like, the capital growth of the properties and stuff like that. And I want to show you that under certain circumstances, certain types of cash flow positive rental properties could, for a period of time, earn a greater than 21% annual return. So if that sounds dubious to you, I encourage you to watch that next video. And if you want to watch that next video, hit the subscribe button, turn on the little bell icon to be notified when the next video posts, and watch it. It's not going to be the most exciting thing. It's boring spreadsheet math. But if I waste your time at that point, you can always go unsubscribe and you can thumbs down all my videos or whatever. But if I can show you that, I would think it would be worth your 20 or 30 minutes or whatever time it's going to take to watch that. So I hope that this video and the next video, well, I hope this video and my last video, where I talked about overseas contracting and geo arbitrage, will entice you to subscribe and stick around for that next video. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.